U.S. health officials are giving Americans more incentives to roll up their sleeves for the coronavirus vaccine. The CDC says if you're fully vaccinated, you don't need to wear masks outdoors anymore, unless you're in a big crowd. Unvaccinated people can also drop face coverings in some cases, which local health officials say is in line with their guidelines.
We already allow outdoor gatherings unmasked if you are able to social distance. And that is more or less the exact same thing that CDC put out today.
The change in guidance comes as more than half of adults in the U.S. are vaccinated with at least one dose of the vaccine, and more than a third are fully vaccinated. Just ahead of the CDC's announcement, one of Wisconsin's senators turns heads over his comments about masks.
Senator Ron Johnson questioning just how well masks work at preventing the spread of COVID-19. Capitol Bureau Chief A.J. Bayapor has you covered on what exactly Johnson said during the virtual town hall and why he says public health experts say it's important, even for vaccinated people, to still take some precautions.
While the CDC announces new guidance Tuesday that fully vaccinated people don't need to wear masks outside unless they're in a large crowd, Senator Ron Johnson told constituents in a virtual town hall Monday he questions at this point just how well masks work at all.
I think as more evidence comes in, it's becoming harder and harder to support that masks actually work. If they would have worked, we probably wouldn't have had as many infections, as many deaths as we did.
Johnson goes on to say, despite his questions, he still wears a mask himself.
Be that as it may, I just was on a flight. I wore a mask the entire time, okay? So I'm not opposed to masks, but I think we should literally take a look at that.
UW-Madison epidemiologist Ajay Sethi says to see whether masks work, just look inside of a hospital.
Masks do work at reducing the transmission when you compare that to wearing no mask at all. It's exactly why our healthcare providers wear masks.
As for why fully vaccinated people should still wear masks around others, Sethi says the vaccine limits severe effects of the virus, but it can still be transmitted until we reach herd immunity.
As long as we're, creating situations where the virus is allowed to move from one person to the other, vaccinated or not, you're giving that virus a chance to evolve, and those new variants that we keep detecting become, potentially more infectious.
We did ask Senator Johnson's office today whether the senator has any additional comment about those remarks from Monday's town hall. His office did not immediately respond.